Hello and welcome. I'm Shann Vander Leek, producer and founder of podcastbath.com. I love supporting and interviewing heart-centered entrepreneurs about their new offerings. And today it's my pleasure to introduce you to Tanya Penny and share a behind-the-scenes conversation about her upcoming Vibrant Body and Abundant Life kickoff event and brand new podcast that will be launching at tanyapenny.com on February 24th. Vibrant Body and Abundant Life will empower, teach, and support you to use new mind, body, spirit wisdom and tools to move beyond your fears, self-doubts, and self-limiting beliefs, plus heal pain, illness, and trauma. Tanya will inspire you to practice self-love, care, and compassion, plus make you laugh with her keeping it real, truth-telling nature. Welcome, Tanya.
Hello, Shann. How are you?
I'm so well and thoroughly stoked to be talking to you today about your upcoming event and your new podcast.
Me too. Yay.
You've been supporting women for years, and I'd love to know what inspired you to move forward and create the Vibrant Body and Abundant Life event that's coming up soon. And of course, we'll also talk about the podcast.
Absolutely. Wow, where to start? Really, it was my own personal healing journey that the Vibrant Body and Abundant Life blueprint keys came out. I had a pretty big wake-up call, or a dark night of the soul, if you will, in 2004 when I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. That really put me on my healing journey, even though I had been doing some things before that, had struggled with weight, anxiety, and depression. But that really was a calling for me to look at things in my life that were not working. I really felt like the illness was telling me that from a mind-body healing perspective. And so for the next few years, I did do some Western medicine, but I really focused a lot on mind-body healing, alternative healing. And that's really where the Vibrant Body and Abundant Life 10 keys came out of, was my own personal healing journey. And, once I was on the other side and had healed the MS, and then also the weight, the anxiety, the depression, I took my occupational therapy background and moved into health coaching, which brought me here today.
It's a miracle when a catalyst like a diagnosis of MS can be exactly what you needed to experience the healing you've experienced, to change the way that you were living, and then to be on the other side and to help so many others who feel lost or feel like they can't do it alone or feel like they wouldn't even have the opportunity to heal in the way that you have.
Absolutely. I mean, many of us are told when we have whatever the diagnosis is or whatever the breakdown in your life is, right? Really, I mean, we're not just talking health here.
Sure.
Right? We're told that, it's really not possible to either, like in my case, to cure or heal MS 100%. Maybe you continue to have, maybe it's not health for you. Maybe it is money breakdown or breakdown in love and relationships. And you just don't believe that you can shift it. And given my rich history of not only the health issue, but also having a history of abuse and trauma, relationships that were, abusive, money breakdown as well, that, I really am here to say that you can shift anything in your life when you have the support and the tools to do it.
Let's talk about who the Vibrant Body and Abundant Life event is created for. Who do you want to come and join you? And let's know a little bit more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if you are somebody, and I know that you said I help a lot of women. I also do attract and support men, though at this time it is a large majority are women. But I think more men are opening up and becoming open to this type of deep healing work. So men and women, I would say if you are struggling, somebody who is struggling with a health issue, right? Mentally, physically, emotionally, this podcast, this event will be for you. That could be anxiety, depression, weight, MS, another autoimmune disorder, cancer, pretty much anything that falls into that category. Now, if you also struggle with past abuse or trauma, and when people say trauma, what does that mean? You know, trauma can be different for everybody. It can be something that looks big to some people, and to some people it might look small. You could have been bullied or teased as a kid, right? That's trauma,
Sure.
actually, for a lot of people.
Sure.
You know, that was something that had happened to me as well, besides the physical, sexual abuse that I experienced. You could have grown up with a very perfectionistic parent or parents. I get a lot of people that come to me with what I call the 3 Ps. They struggle with perfection, people pleasing, or pretending to be Superwoman, which is overdoing, right? Oh, that always got to be doing, always got to be busy, always got to be. Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
I get what you. I am a recovering perfectionist, so I get what you're saying, and you know when you brought up bullying, that hit home for me as well because I was also bullied and didn't realize until I started on my own healing journey how much that experience affected the way that I showed up in the world for a very long time with women. The trust, it was just easier to be at that point with men than it was with women, to have friends that were male than female. And when I was able to heal that space and understand what that was, I was so grateful because I didn't know it. I mean, so much of it was subconscious. When it came forward, it was such a relief to say, oh, that makes so much sense. I mean, beyond all of the other reasons why those trust issues come up, that was definitely a piece of it.
Well, and it's interesting, yeah, that you brought that back up because, you know, it can come out in different ways. It can come out in relationships, right? Personal relationships. But if you are a coach or healer, which I also just want to add, if, you know, I typically work with and attract coaches and healers or those that are meant to be. You know, when you say who's this podcast for, it's also for, you know, coaches, healers, creatives. Because to tie in the bullying or the fear of being seen really is what it comes down to, right?
Sure.
I work with a lot of people on that as well. A lot of us have these fears of being seen and heard. And again, it could impact your relationship with your friends, your sweetie. But if you are a coach or healer and you want to grow bigger and you want to reach more people, that's also a really big piece, right? A lot of people have that trauma that has caused them to be afraid of being seen, heard, for fear of criticism, being embarrassed, teased, humiliated.
Sure.
Right? If you fall into that category, you're in the right place too.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be such a powerful event, and I'm really jazzed to know that beyond the event, beyond the kickoff, that you've made a commitment to continue to show up and teach and to continue to interview and bring forward anything that you can to be supportive and helpful. Let's talk about what listeners can expect when they decide to join you for the Vibrant Body and Abundant Life event.
Absolutely. So, as in my description, right, the keeping it real part is important. I don't pretend, again, a recovering perfectionist, I don't pretend to be perfect or to know it all, but I do have pretty rich life experiences and have helped a lot of other people. When you come to listen to the event and then the podcast, what I'm really sharing with you is, in a nutshell, the 10 keys that I used in order to heal my body, in order to grow my successful coaching business, in order to have more loving, honoring relationships in my life, in order to receive more love and more money. Right? So the vibrant body and abundant life, it's all of it.
Right.
It's really to have it all. You know, my goal is to bring, not only share my wisdom, but to bring the wisdom of so many others in the world, coaches, healers, leaders, that are on the same path, that are on, to some degree, the other side, so that they can share their wisdom and tools with you as well. Because as I learned for myself, one person isn't going to perhaps provide you everything you need, right? To fully heal and to fully receive. So I love sharing the wisdom and tools of other people, people I've personally used on my path of healing, but also just other people in the world that I've come across, have been introduced to, that I know are doing some pretty amazing things, have some pretty amazing things to share. That's what you are to expect is my wisdom and wisdom of other amazing coaches, healers, and leaders. We not only share our stories, but also we really give you some wisdom and tools to begin or to continue wherever you are on your journey. So a lot of you that come, you have already done some healing work. You've already maybe done some law of attraction stuff. This may not be completely new to you. And for some of you, it might be. It's really for wherever you are in your path, there's going to be something here for you. I promise that. And weaving in a lot of humor. You know, we take a lot of times, right? We take this stuff really seriously,
Right.
and I can't blame you. It's not like I was laughing when I was in the middle of having MS. Like, oh, I'm so happy I had this. I get that it is a serious issue when you have a chronic illness or you are having some abuse or trauma maybe still in your life. It feels very serious some days. But so I'm not making light of it, but to bring some humor can be very helpful in the healing process.
No doubt about it.
So I want people to know that, you know, when I add that in, a little sarcasm once in a while, but positive sarcasm, I call it.
Right. Can you tell us who you'll be talking to in your upcoming event?
Yes, absolutely. So I have a pretty diverse, amazing group of people. The first person that you will experience is William Linville. And he's a pretty unique individual. He's a walk-in with a pretty amazing story. He will be the first expert. And then we are going to have Susie Miller, who it's pretty interesting, her path as well. She was really focusing on helping people with autism, parents with autism, and has moved into now also talking about the journey back to love, which one of the biggest keys that I talk about of the 10 keys of the Vibrant Body and Abundant Life Blueprint is that self-acceptance, love, and worth, right? So that's going to be a really great interview. Let's see, who's next? Nadia is next, and we're going to be talking about stress and life balance and how that is so important. Really taking time to nurture you is so important to health and healing. Then we're going to have Vasavi Kumar, who is really she's called the kick in the pants coach, and she's really keeping it real like I am, and we're really talking about speaking and being your truth. All 10 keys are important, but that's a big one, and self-trust. Right?
Sure.
We talked a little bit about trust before. And then I have Luca, who is the creator of Mind Fitness. And we're really going to dive into beliefs and how fears and self-limiting beliefs are really at the core of all of our quote unquote disease and illness, mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Right.
We're really going to talk about how we can begin to shift those beliefs so that we can truly heal and receive 100% in our lives.
And then each of these experts and friends of yours also will be sharing gifts with the folks who join you in Circle.
Absolutely, yes, of course. They're going to be sharing a lot in these interviews, but also they're going to be offering a special free gift, each one of them, that you guys can receive.
And you have one too that you're going to be offering.
Absolutely. I've got the Vibrant Body and Abundant Life Blueprint, which is my signature series or gift. Gosh, there's audio lesson, there's guided TMP practices, which is one of my main tools, and then we do have a live class that's available for everyone as well. So yeah, thank you for bringing up the gift.
Oh, absolutely. Well, the thing is you've put so much love and attention and thought into the event and into rolling out your new podcast. I just wanted to make sure that our listeners see, that this is a really beautiful, holistic experience that they're going to be able to step into. And that leads me to the question, what do you hope they're going to take away from the event and take away from their time listening into your new podcast?
For all of the people that I work with, whether they are, paying clients or whether it's my free community, my goal, my passion and purpose is really to inspire people and to give them hope, right? That they can with support and tools, heal anything in their life, whether it is the illness, whether it has to do with love or money or, fill in the blank, living your passions and your purpose, your life's purpose, a deeper spiritual connection, right? So when you walk away, I'm really hoping that you feel empowered, that you are able to shift into more self-acceptance, love, and worth. As I mentioned before, that is one of the foundational keys I believe we need to have in order to truly heal and receive 100%. In a nutshell, that's really what I'm really hoping you guys walk away with, is that hope, that wisdom that can help you to move further along your path, whether it's healing your body, whether it's finding what your gifts and talents are and putting them more fully into the world, having that loving, supportive relationships in your life, right? So really, really having it all. That is, ultimately, that is my wish for you.
What a gorgeous wish, and so very generous the way that you're bringing all of this forward. So often when we're in these situations that are fear-based, we really can't see a way out of it. And we often forget that we're not alone.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. One of the keys that I talk about of the 10 are creating that circle of support. So many of us, we tend to isolate, or we tend to be superwoman or man and think that we have to do it all alone. And it's just, that's one of the things that we need to shift, right? Is I needed to reach out to other people and receive support from other people for me to heal, and I still do.
Of course.
Right? I still have more layers. So that's another thing that my clients will be like, God, I thought I was through this, right?
That always makes me laugh. I thought I was done with that. No, that pattern's going to keep showing up. It might show up for a shorter period of time next time, but it's going to show up for a bit until it's fully gone.
More layers, right?
Yes,
more
right.
Layers. So whether it's healing your body or growing your business or, gosh, having more loving relationships, receiving more money, it's all layers, right? It's all layers.
Sure is.
So yes. That is one of the biggest things that I like to talk about with my clients in my community is, please, by all means, open up and receive support. Ask for and receive it, right?
Right.
Is so important. You don't have to do it alone. And oftentimes when you can do it faster and easier when you get support from other people.
No doubt.
Not that it won't happen, perhaps, but it's going to be a lot smoother and a lot easier if you receive support.
And I'd like to add, don't be embarrassed, because as I bring forward one of the things that I learned, I used to be embarrassed to ask for help because I should be strong enough. I should have my shit together. I should know this. I am Shann. And really what it was about is, okay, get out of your way. Ask for what
superwoman.
Yeah, ask for what you need and allow yourself to receive it, because we forget how much we give when we're in that space of really needing to open to receiving, which I think so many of us are. I bet you almost everyone listening is in that space of needing to learn how to more graciously receive. People want to help. They want to support us. Our loved ones want to do things for us to help us. There's no question we're doing it. So often we don't see what we give, right? Oh!
Absolutely.
It's just something.
And then we end up burnt out or depleted.
Sure.
Or resentful, or, in my case, MS.
Right.
That was really one of my big ahas with it, was that, oh my God, I was trying to control everything, do everything, and I really needed to sit my superwoman down and say, hey, when I'm in bed for 3 months and I can't really do anything, maybe go to the bathroom. Most days it was hard to shower.
Right.
I was bedridden for almost 3 months when I first got the MS, and I really had to learn how to ask for support and begin receiving versus being the one that was always giving it.
Yes, right. Tell us where everyone can join you for the Vibrant Body and Abundant Life event that kicks off on February 24th.
You can actually just go to my website. Well, let's keep it simple. TanyaPenny.com. That's TanyaPenny.com. It's penny like the coin. On my welcome page, there is a link there that you can simply click and it'll take you to the event. One of the things I really like about this event, and I was guided to do it, right? I was guided to do it, is you don't have to opt in, which I get tons of emails, and part of me was like, oh, you know what? Just send people to the page. There's no need to opt in, unless, of course, you want email reminders and such. But it's really just a keep it simple.
Sure. The Vibrant Body and Abundant Life event begins on February 24th, and people can join you at tanyapenny.com.
Absolutely.
Now, are these interviews going to be coming up like one per day? Are you going to have them all there at the same time? How can people take in this wonderful supportive content?
Yeah, so there will be one going up every day, starting on the 24th. A new interview will be up the 24th, 25th, 26th through the 28th, and then I will be having a special live event on March 1st.
Okay.
So yeah, there'll be a different one up every day with a new gift every day. And then once the event is over, the kickoff event, we'll be moving into each month. There'll be another 2 to 3 classes, 2 to 3 interviews, myself, and of course another amazing expert or 2.
And this is where we're carrying forward your podcast. At that point, you'll be out on iTunes and on Stitcher Radio and across many different podcast directories, as well as your website.
Absolutely.
Oh, good for you, Tanya. I love seeing you grow in this direction.
Thank you so much. I'm excited, and this has been something that I think I talked to you over a year ago, and and I was like, and this is the year. This was the time to go for it. So I'm super excited to be doing this and reaching more people, supporting more people to heal and to have it all, really. So Thank you.
You're welcome, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, as you just heard, Tanya is devoted to supporting you to heal, have a healthy body, balanced lifestyle, plus fully live your passionate, purposeful life with abundance and freedom. She wants you to have it all. And you can begin having it all by joining her for the kickoff event on February 24th through February 28th with some of the world's cutting-edge mind, body, spirit healers, coaches, and leaders. And you're going to receive access to amazing interviews, valuable free gifts, including Tanya's free Vibrant Body and Abundant Life Blueprint. This is a virtual workshop that you are going to absolutely love adding to your healing toolkit. Heal and receive today at tanyapenny.com.